Good morning student. I am your bio teacher and this is the continuation video of the flower. In the last video already I have explained about that the structure of flower, the parts of flower and some condition related to each and every parts of the flower. And in this video we are going to learn about the important definition related to this topic. See student. In the last video already I explained with the diagram the main 4 floral parts of the plant. First is the sepal, it is a green in color. Second is the petal. Third is the androecium. And fourth is the gynoecium. See student, I explained the fourth are the very essential parts of the plant. Those flower present all 4 parts. This flower is called as the complete flower. Last lecture I explained the definition of complete flower. Complete flower means what? The flower which contain all 4 parts of the flower is called as the complete flower. An incomplete flower means the flower which is missing out of 4 any one parts. This flower is called as the incomplete flower. Got it student? What is meant by complete flower and incomplete flower? The complete flower means the flower which contain all 4 parts. This flower is called as the complete flower. And incomplete flower means what? Any part, any floral structures are missing the flower. This flower is called as the incomplete flower. It is also called as the perfect flower and it is also called as the imperfect flower. See student, the petals and sepals, these are a non-reproductive part of the flower. It is also called as the non-essential part of the flower. And androecium and gynoecium, these 2 parts is the essential part of the flower. It is the reproductive part. In the last video I explained about that. In androecium is the pollen grain is the male gamete and in the gynoecium is the ovules is the female gametes. Okay, the 2s are the non-essential part of the flower and these 2 are the essential part of the flower. The flower which contain only 2 parts, this flower is called a non-essential flower and this flower is contain 2 reproductive parts. This is the very essential flower. Got it student? In the last video already I explained about that unisexual flower. Unisexual flower means what? The flower which contain only androecium, otherwise only gynoecium. This flower is called as the unisexual flower. I explained the 2 types of the unisexual flower. It is the staminate and second is the pistillate. Staminate and pistillate. Staminate means what? The staminate means the flower which contain only male reproductive part. This flower is called as the staminate flower and pistillate flower means the flower which contain only female reproductive part. Got it student? And bisexual flower means what? Bisexual flower means the flower which contain both male and female. Both gametes are present in the single flower. This flower is called as the bisexual flower. And with the help of diagram I explained in my last video. And next third important definition is the neuter. Neuter flower means the flower which does not contain male and female reproductive organ. This flower is called as the neuter flower. Got it student? What is meant by neuter flower? The neuter flower, a flower in which both male and female reproductive organs are missing. This flower is called as the neuter flower. Understood? Next important definition is the perianth. Perianth. Perianth means what? See, the sepal and petals. The both sepals and petals are undifferentiated together, means the sepals and petals are fused and become a one single part of the flower. This called as the perianth. Got it? What is meant by the perianth? Perianth means the sepals and petals are indifferentiated together, fuse each other. This condition of the flower is called as the perianth. It is also related the two condition. One is the petaloid. Petaloid means what? This perianth is a non-green color, means it is a colorful like a petal. This is called as the petaloids. And the sepaloids means what? Sepaloid means the perianth is a green color. This condition is called as the sepaloid. Got it? Perianth means what? The sepals and petals undifferentiated together. They are fuse each other and become a single part. This is called as the perianth. If the perianth have a green in color, this is called as the sepaloid. And the perianth have a colorful, this is called as the petaloid. Understood? Next important definition is the bract. See student, bract means what? The sepals. The sepals are colorful and the large structure like a petal. Means see, this is the sepal. It is the good example of bougainvillea. Maybe you have seen the bougainvillea plant. The flower means the sepal is the pink color. This is the sepal. The sepal have a pink color and small flowers which is arise in the sepal. This is called as the bract. And the good example of bract is the bougainvillea. Understood what is mean the bract? The flower is arises axial of the leaf like structure. This structure is known as a bract. Means sepal is the colorful and the flower is arise on the base of the sepals. This condition is called as the bract. Next important definition is the nectarize. Nectarize. You know that nectar. Nectar means what? The sweet juice which is present in the flower, and the honeybee is attracted towards the flower to sucking the nectar. Means see, this is the petals, some flower. In the base of the petals are some tissue, some glands, the juice secreting glands, and this tissue is present the sweet like a honey. And this condition of the flower is called as the nectarize. Most of the flower, in the base of the flowers, there have the sweet secreting cells are present in the base of petals, and these fragrance of the sweet, the most of the honeybee is attracted toward the flower for sucking the nectar. Is the main condition, and main it is very important for the cross pollination. Got it? What is meant by nectarize? Nectarize means the flower produce the sweet liquid called nectar, and the group of the nectarized cells which is present on the base of the petals, this is called as the nectarize. Got it student? And next important definition of the flower, it is the inflorescence. Inflorescence. See, again I will write it. Inflorescence. What is mean by inflorescence? Inflorescence is the mode of arrangement of the flower on the axis of plant. See, this is a plant. Most of the plant, there is a branches like that, and the flowers is arise. This arrangement of the flower, some are like that. Some are like that. This arrangement of the flower on the axis of plant, this is called as the inflorescence. Got it student? What is mean by inflorescence? Inflorescence, it is the mode of the arrangement of the flower on the axis of plant. Like that, some are axial leaves, some are the single either apex of the main stem, some are terminal apex of the lateral branches. Got it? What is mean by the inflorescence? And next important definition of the flower is the placentation. Placentation. Placentation means what? The placentation in which the ovules are arranged in the wall of ovary. This is called as the placentation. In the last video I explained about that. This is the ovary, this is the style, and this is a stigma. In that ovary, the arrangement of ovules like that. Some are like that. These arrangement of the ovules in the ovary, this is called as the placentation. Got it, student? What is the important definition related this topic? Understood? All the importance definition. Perianth. Perianth means the petals and sepals are fused to each other. These two condition, petaloids means these perianths are colorful. This is called as the petaloid. Sepaloid means the perianth is a green in color. This is a sepaloid. Bract means what? The sepals are look like a petals and colorful, and the flowers is arranged in the axial part of the sepals. Nectarize means the sweet secreting glands which is present in the flower. This condition is called as the nectarize. And inflorescence means it is the mode of arrangement of the flower on the axis of the plant. This condition is called as inflorescence. And placenta, it is the manner in which the ovules are arranged in the wall of ovary. This condition is called as the placentation. Got it, student? Thank you.